So have you ever done something that's kind of detrimental to you and how the public perceives you and thinks of you, but your best friend or somebody steps in and they support you and they support whatever you went through and to kind of still keep your positive image out there? That's all public relations. And the sports industry relies on image and how it is perceived by public and the fans. The main goal of PR in the sports industry is to promote a positive image, and without PR, many athletes' careers would have been jeopardized and respect for their team would have been in danger. And the best PR comes from social media because news travels fast. So you'll see players send out a tweet to reassure fans. You'll see people, creating a YouTube video to kind of lay things and put them to rest. Communication is also a big one when it comes to public relations. PR communicates with the public when a crisis or controversy breaks out. They help coach the player and they help coach the player or coach, team, organization in what to say. And then they also will sometimes take matters into their own hands and they'll just go to the public themselves to kind of lay things to rest and kind of put things leave things on a positive note. And it's important when players make a career move because it's better handling the event privately rather than in public to avoid social media and to avoid the public creating a frenzy and going ecstatic. And it also helps with keeping the fan base traveling over to a player's new endeavors, or they go to a new team. It kind of helps take the fan base and keep them going on to the new team. With public relations and the scandal effects, public relations is very important and it has really helped the outcomes of several scandal effects. A big one was Ray Rice, the team's senior vice president of public and community relations. Kevin Bryan, he wrote an article about Ray Rice and the whole scandal and how he said, "Hey, I know Ray Rice is a good person and everybody makes mistakes. Don't see this as something that's detrimental to his human being. I know he's a good person. He's always there for his community and the team." And even though it was a unique public relations move, it was still something that helped the public see a positive image on him, and it really helped him out in his career. And even though he was suspended, the NFL did suspend him. Um, it still didn't the whole public didn't completely perceive him as being a horrible person. Even though what he did was wrong, the public still saw him like, okay, everybody makes mistakes. And he did get a standing ovation after he then walked into training and open practice. Um, Now Tiger Woods, his PR kind of swayed the opposite direction. Um, he delayed his statement after his whole cheating fiasco, and due to the delay, the public and the audience, they made their own assumptions about the cheating. He didn't speak to them in a timely manner. And so that there's kind of a negative side to public relations because PR, they didn't they didn't really help out with the outcome. And so it was kind of negative on that aspect. So timing is all a good thing. It's better to have public relations take care of it immediately rather than having to wait, because the audience seems to think that you're avoiding the situation, and it really will have the audience and the fans perceive a negative side of you. Um, and also the third is Ray Rice Brett Favre. Brett Favre's whole retirement and how he went and everybody started creating assumptions, and there were rumors about him retiring. And the Packers, they went and they hired a professional public relations guy to step in and kind of put these rumors to rest. And then Brett Favre eventually went on to make his own statement saying it all depends on my health, and if I'm healthy enough, then I'm going to continue on to play another season. And, besides the Packers, he also played with the Vikings, and he was also with the Jets. So he might have retired a few times before, that's enough. But it all came down to his health and whether he was healthy, for another season. Knowing what the audience is looking for is really important. There's organization, expression, and support. I chose support, and support is pretty much having enough evidence to convince an audience, and it refers to evidence, that you offer, and it's likely to influence the perceptions, thinking, and actions of your audience. So, with me using the support of the scandals to show how public relations was used and how it affects the outcome, that's all in support. And it kind of and they are examples of of them being successful, or like Tiger Woods having the negative side of it. And then with conclusion, yeah, public relations, it is very important. It helps keep a positive image. It helps with communication between the audience and a player or a coach, team, organization. The best PR comes from social media, and many athletes' careers would have been jeopardized, respect for teams would have been in danger, and the sports industry relies on images and how it's perceived. So when it comes to the sports industry, public relations it's very important, and without it, who some lots of teams could have lost a big fan base. Players, they could have lost a big fan base, which would then lead them to just retiring or just leaving football or hockey, baseball, whatever team. Um, so public relations is extremely important when it comes to the sports industry.